Welcome to the Battle Zone.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, introducing first, being accompanied by Orange Cassidy, the curly party Paxton Devil Hook, and apparently also Mr. Wrestling Machine. From very far away, he is very nice, very evil, Danhausen.
Not a song you usually think of as leading you into battle, but okay. As we have Orange Hookhausen, aka Team AEW, who will be participating in the King of Trios tournament, and for some reason, the other half of Why the Hell Not is here, Mr. Wrestling Machine. And they're going up against, I believe this might actually be a first time ever matchup.
And his opponent, making his way to ring from a village outside of Houston, Texas, being accompanied by Shenron and representing Flame of the Spirit of Ninja,
And yes, according to Cage Match, this is the first time ever singles match between Ninja Mack and Danhausen. The AWL making history in professional wrestling in a forum that I'm happy when 10 people watch an episode. I love this. It is Family Day at the matches. National holiday here in Canada, it is Family Day. And we've got families packing out the AWL Battle Zone tonight. Bang the gong, the match is on. And by the way, to our crowd here tonight, thank you for coming out in this ridiculous amount of snow that Toronto is dealing with. Like, even by Canada standards, we've had, like, days canceled of school in Canada for snow. That's how bad it is right now. Danhausen with a neck breaker there. Interesting way to get into the neck breaker, but he gets it. And Danhausen's going to have to look for very nice, very evil. A snap and super kick. Of course, trying to collect teeth from a man with a full face mask. Going to be a difficult poison run from a man who should not be able to do that. And yet he does it with great ease. Swing and a miss on the Pele kick, unfortunately. Spinebuster by the demonic talk show host into the cover here. One, and only a one count for Danhausen. Neither of these men with great singles records in the AWL, but we've got a lot of action tonight coming up for you in the main event. The Augment Trio for King of Trios will be announced formally. Lady Frost versus Black Tigress. If Lady Frost wins, we have a title match for the Canadian National Championship. Mack Classic Fire Ant, what else do you want? And Templario is in action against a guy I don't like talking about very much. 8.5 minutes on the clock here, and Ninja Mack currently at an AWL record of 6-9, ratio of -3. Danhausen, I almost call him the Great and Devious Danhausen, though maybe he should be called that because he does have a pinfall victory in GCW over the Great and Devious Ultramantis Black. Danhausen 9-14, so -3 means -5 tonight. But either of these men could completely turn their AWL career around at the King of Trios tournament, because every match in KOT is going to count in your win-loss record in the AWL, which means for our Kings of Trios that will be 4 victories in one night, and that will give a boost to literally anybody on the roster. Good forearm strike there by Ninja Mack. Best known for wrestling in Japan. Noah, NJPW has made some inroads there with the big boys. Well, the not so big boys, as he's been competing in the Super Junior Tag League, Best of the Super Juniors tournaments, that sort of thing. Hopefully he'll get invited back next year, because I actually rather enjoyed watching him do that. Mr. Wrestling Machine in the corner of Danhausen. Danhausen's tag team partner at the end. Well, Danhausen was Machine's tag team partner at the end of last year. Danhausen announcing that he would not be working with Mr. Wrestling Machine when it came to King of Trios. Instead, still technically contractually obligated to All Elite Wrestling, and he's teaming up with Orange Cassidy and the cold-hearted handsome devil Hook. And he's kind of the glue of that team, because Orangehausen and Hookhausen have been tag teams in the past. So Orange Hookhausen, now Team AEW, the official team in the tournament. The conglomeration will also be fielding a trio as well of Mark Briscoe, Ishii Tomohiro, and Asuka Rocky Romero. That's kind of more of an interpromotional team, to be honest, than a pure AEW, in my opinion. Over the top, down to the canvas. Both men returning to the ring well before the referee's 20 count could take effect. And look at that, running corkscrew, shooting star press, 1, 2, and a deep, deep 2 count for Ninja Mack. And I don't know what Ninja Mack's planning, but it's something, boom! Ninja spin. I don't know if anyone's going to get that reference, and honestly, as bad as that show was, I hope they don't. Coming up on the halfway point of the 10-minute time limit, we'll start to hear the time calls. The wrestlers can hear those as well, so they know how much time they've got left. Up to the top. And we're looking for the moonsault! Corkscrew moonsault! Unfortunately, no water in the pool. Danhausen very smartly getting out of the way at the last possible second once Ninja Mack was already in mid-air and thus had committed himself. If you roll away while your opponent's still on the top turnbuckle, they can adjust. Fisherman's fall-away slam. As much as he's a goof, as entertaining as he is, a lot of people don't realize how good a wrestler Danhausen is. And there's the tooth collector, that pump kick. 1, 2.
5 minutes of elapsed. 5 remaining.
He's going to need to go for very nice, very Neville. Swinging neck breaker. And he's targeting the head and neck of the opponent, is Danhausen. And a huge splash. Decides not to roll into a cover on that one. I think that might be a smart idea. Needing to do a little more damage to weaken Ninja Mack. Shenron watching on from the corner. Fire Ant will be facing off against Matt Classic. And again, another first time ever matchup. It's going to be a little bit later. And boom! 6:30! And that's got to be it. 1, 2, no! One more time on the 6:30. I'm surprised Danhausen kicked out of it the first time. Ninja Mack usually able to put people away with that. Twists around. Ninja Mack, not what you call a traditional ninja, but still able to strike from the shadows when necessary. Miss with the super kick. And Danhausen, again, his offense all about the head and the neck, setting up for the move that his very best friend has let him use. Very nice, very Neville. So right now looking for a fall-away slam, showing off his power against a physically much larger opponent. But Danhausen, and then with another tooth collector. And I don't know, he might collect something out of that mask. Something will fall out of the mask back in the locker room, who knows. As we're coming up on the 3-minute mark now, Danhausen looking to do something stupid. Chant of both these guys from an appreciative fan. Oh, Toppe con Hero, a special gift for the families at ringside on Family Day here in Canada. It's a very traditional celebration here in Canada where we all get together and celebrate having a day off from work and a day off from school. And, well, frankly, a lot of the kids are just scrambling to do the homework that they didn't finish over the rest of the 3-day weekend. 2.5 minutes, 75% of the match time has expired. No chance of a ring out here. As Danhausen looking for it, finally, very nice, no. And somehow Danhausen able to plant his feet, forcing Ninja Mack to alternative tactics here. Interesting version of an arm drag, complete with the kick as Ninja Mack going up. 2 minutes, maybe they get another 6:30. Yes, he is, 6:30. Into the cover. He kicked out of it once. He will not do so again. Ninja Mack picking up his 7th win in the Animated Wrestling League. Ending Danhausen his 15th loss. And it is a victory for Flame of the Spirit of Ninja! It is such a stupid name, but it is so amazingly 90s. Alright, so coming up next, we have got Templario in action against the worst wrestler in the company. Hey, wait a minute, what? Okay, hang on a second, we're cutting back now. And, oh god, Mr. Wrestling Machine obviously has been seething at ringside this entire match. Danhausen and, Flame of the Spirit of Ninja, they've already hightailed it. Danhausen is split to go get checked by Dr. Marcus Feelgood and the AWL medical team. Standard medical check after all matches here, because we actually give a shit about the safety and the health of our athletes. That's why we don't have too many people with on the injury list. We actually care. And meanwhile, out here, conflict brewing between formerly one half of Why the Hell Not and 2/3 of Orange Hookhausen. And it looks like Orange Cassidy's just having fun rolling into the ring and out of the ring and into the ring and out of the ring. And you know what, why not? You're at a wrestling show, you're not booked for the match, you're probably not getting paid too well, so have some fun with it. Oh, I'm kidding. We pay everybody. Mostly because they're not real people, it's not real money. Alright, vertical suit. Oh, no! Again, this is not a wrestling match. The referee just sort of standing here with his thumb up his butt because there's nothing he can do. I didn't hear no bell. I didn't hear no bell. That's because it's not a match, you idiot. And basically, Hook and Cassidy just having fun. Well, maybe not fun anymore, as Cassidy goes face first into that metal turnbuckle, and Hook drops down into the Reclamator. And yeah, okay, the foot's clearly on the ropes there, but you know what? It's not a wrestling match, so it doesn't fucking matter. Well, the fans are happy. And because it's a family atmosphere, and I've already sworn way too much, I'm not going to make any Orange Cassidy has wood jokes. Rolling the body of Mr. Wrestling Machine down. We just went mask first into that metal support. Uh-oh. This is bad. Elbow drop from the top. Oh, that actually didn't go as well as expected. I'm thinking Orange Hookhausen might want to get some reps in working together before the King of Trio. Oh, there we go. Orange Cassidy, the master of sloth style. The world's most efficient professional wrestler. He knows exactly who and what he is, and frankly, I wish we all had that level of self-confidence. I want Orange Cassidy's self-esteem. How about you? Well, okay, I think we've all had enough of this. Suffice to say, they're fighting. Spin around, Huracan Rana. And Orange Cassidy climbing up to the middle rope for a splash. Don't need to go to the top rope. Don't want to expel that much energy. And notice how these wrestlers, when they're in a fight, they're still sort of reverting to wrestling instincts. Oh, this is just embarrassing now. Round and round. You know what? That's enough of that. Can we get out of here, please? Okay, yeah, so that was embarrassing. Anyway, Templario in action next. We have cleared the detritus from the ring, as we have a holy warrior ready to burn it down till the ashes fill the sky.
And his opponent, being accompanied by UK Gen 2, fighting out of the United Empire. The noble knight of Lucha Libre, Templario!
What can I say, but the United Empire is a faction that has had ups and downs in the Animated Wrestling League as of late, not only having both members of Aussie Open defect to the Don Callis family, but multiple injuries being suffered by the faction. The Face of Fury, Tenare, the Prince of Pace, Callum Newman, both on the injured list, I believe with knee injuries right now. They're out. And that leaves the Canadian faction, the Canadian branch of the United Empire, down to only these 3 competitors. But on the other hand, they've all got, a bunch of them have title shots coming up. The Great Okan, #1 rank in the AWL Best 4, and you can't help but admit, Will Ospreay coming back, that's going to be good for the Empire. Bang the gong, the squash match most likely is on as Templario showing why he was the luchador hired specifically by TJP to bolster the ranks of the Empire. And a drop down there. Templario, not a lot of experience here in the Animated Wrestling League. He's 1-2 in AWL action. That one coming in a tag team victory with, unfortunately, the traitor Mark Davis. Leaving Templario, oh wait a minute, Templario catching that tombstone pile driver. 1, 2. Templario with the traditional speed, athleticism you would expect of this style of lucha libre, but with incredible power wrestling as well, belying his size, quite frankly. Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi, well, he just sucks. 63 wins, 112 losses, ratio of -49. When he loses tonight, he will be at -50, and I do believe that means he is already mathematically locked in the danger zone for Batsu Mania, the Houdini of the Batsu Mania career-threatening match. Oh, come on. Okay, now he's getting beaten up by the girls, and the referee didn't see it, thankfully. That would be grounds for disqualification. Up, down, all around. Jumon casting the spell la Mystica. I didn't realize the Knight Templar went in for magic. But Mystico, a former and a frequent partner and opponent of Templario in arenas all across Mexico for CMLL. And I believe they may cross paths at Fantastica Mania coming up later this month in Shinihon Pro-Wrestling, available on New Japan World. I've got a subscription, you should too. Yeah, they're not what they were in 2018, 2019, but they're pretty damn good. Goto now leading the pack. Good days ahead, possibly, for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Oh, a sleeper hold. Interesting, simple, basic. And as I look at Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi, I can't help but wondering, are those ribs really still injured? I know rib injuries take a long time to recover from. And back to the sleeper hold, trying to take out Templario. 7 minutes, 26 seconds approximately. 10-minute time limit here. I doubt this will go the full 10. Though Tanaka Kenichi actually making somewhat of a showing of himself here, getting some offense in and sending Templario down. And now okay, I didn't know he could get up to the top rope quite like that. What's he pointing at? He's an idiot. And, oh! Flying lariat, flying clothesline, I think that was, just hooking across the throat. Tanaka Kenichi, that's what is so frustrating about this guy. Jumon. Mada Mada La Mystica. I'm mixing like 3 or 4 different languages in here, and I'm bad at all of them. Actually, my Japanese is pretty good. Crossbody block into absolutely nothing. I know Botchamania doesn't do caw stuff, but this would be funny. Into the ring. Templario looking to put this away with the sword of... No, what is this? Up. No! Oh! Tiger Driver. I do not know what he calls that. He's got to have a name for it. It seems like he's expecting his opponent to stand up here. Templario just sort of, what? Wait, are you seriously? Are you it? Are you done? That hair didn't act as a crash helmet? Oh, well, okay, cool. I'm being told that Tiger Driver is called Sword of the Spirit.
Here's the show winner, Templario!
Now Templario raising his AWL stats to 2-2, ratio of ±0. That's a victory, a fresh start, a new era for the United Empire here in Canada. It's Mack Classic versus Fire Ant. What the hell else do you want?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, introducing first, making his way to the ring from the Smithfield Arenas of yesteryear, leading and representing the Technicals. He is the inventor of professional wrestling and a Matt Classic.
A legend, internationally renowned, former competitor in 2 King of Trios tournaments. And he's brought back together his original AWL trio for the 2025 iteration.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from the Anthill, representing and leading, play for the Spirit of Ninja. He is the last and standing, the hot property, Fire Ant!
And he is a multi-time King of Trios champion, alongside various iterations of the Colony. Even if in one case he had to proclaim them the Colony at the end of the tournament in a orgasmic victory that I still remembered quite fondly. But can he lead Ninja Mack, who was victorious earlier tonight, and the Spirit Dragon Shenron, who he had a hand in training? Can he lead these masked marvels to another King of Trios victory? We're going to find out in just about a month's time. Bang the gong, this one-on-one match is on. 2 team leaders facing off against each other. Fireman's carry to the Fire Ants, or Fire Ant carry, I suppose you should call it in that case. Going up, and hot shot right across that top rope. Hot shot to the hot property. 1. And only 1, as Fire Ant able to get the shoulder up nice and quickly. I'm pretty sure Matt Classic didn't think he was going to get the win over Fire Ant quite that easily. Matt Classic looking for his 100th career AWL win today. He is 99-62, ratio of +37. Fire Ant just hasn't had that many matches in the AWL, and we keep putting him up against the best of the best of the best. So he is 8-12 in his AWL career, ratio of -4. Not brilliant, got to admit, but he is. I have not seen this much energy, dare I say this much fire, in Fire Ant. While it was mentioned in his entrance, I don't think this is the last ant standing anymore. I think we're getting as close to the hot property as we have seen in many a year. Time heals all wounds, time wounds all heals. The man who should have had an opportunity against Dasher Hatfield for the Grand Championship of Chikara before that august institution shut down. And frankly, the fact that Fire Ant was never the Grand Champion of Chikara is a crying shame. Incidentally, if anyone puts a Dasher Hatfield caw up on Community Creations in 2K25, I will absolutely book that match for the Grand Championship of Chikara if I can. As far as I'm concerned, he still has 3 points. Oh, up, and vertical, no, down! Burning down the house, wastes no time getting into that cover. But still, only a deep 2 count. And, oh, look at this. Looking for a beach break. Hits it. The beach break. Cover. 1, 2. Shoulder up just in time there. Matt Classic. He wants to be in that 100 win club. The elite, if you will, of the Animated Wrestling League. Already, Lee Masters at 109 career victories, and Sammy Nix at 114. I'm thinking, oh, there's a stomp. Doesn't connect, up, down to Harrison. No, to Harrison to an arm drag. Swing and a miss with the Mr. Wrestling knee lift. Of course, Matt Classic taught Mr. Wrestling how to do that. Going up and down. Shoulder breaker. I'm thinking Matt Classic realizes that how can I be the leader of the team if they're both in the 100 win club and I'm not? That's the thing I think he finds a bit difficult. Stunner. Yeah, I better just call it the hot shot with him. He might be thinking high cross 95. Yeah, that's right. Fire Ant wants his opponent standing. It's going to be a difficult angle to hit this from. He's going to do it anyway. High cross 95 by the Hot Property, and I think we all know now why they call him that. Elbow strike, 3 counts on the outside. Oh, right into the steps. Fire Ant showing some aggression here. Sammy Nix watching on, but he knows he cannot get involved. Neither can Shenron, neither can... Oh, nasty shot. Up and Huracan Rana. The Flame of the Spirit of Ninja also watching on. Nobody's going to get physically involved in this because that would result in disqualification. Coming up next, we have our semi-final match with a Canadian Championship opportunity, Canadian National Championship match on the line if the proxy can pin the champion. Now that's getting dangerous. Both these men have wrestled around the world and in Chikara, so they're both well aware of the 20 count rule. We do explain to all of our wrestlers, especially our outsiders, when they come visit, the AWL rule sets. I'm not worried about the time limit right now. We're at 16. We could have a double ring out here. That would be a push. Nobody wins, nobody loses, except for Matt Classic, because he'd be out of that 100 win club. And Fire Ant at 19. Fire Ant. That is who Fire Ant is as a human being and as an ant being. Fire Ant could have taken the win. He could have taken the count out, the ring out victory. He did not. He broke the count at 19, did Fire Ant. He wants to win this man to ant in the ring, and it could cost him here. It could cost him the moral victory already on the side of the Hot Property, but the Classic Claw, and I don't think he's got, I can't quite see from this angle, I don't think he's got a grip on the antennae. As we all know, wrestling ants, the antennae, very, very sensitive. Those are sense organs. Essentially, grabbing the antenna of an ant, that's the rough equivalent of poking somebody in the eye. It is considered dirty fighting, but I do not believe the Classic Claw had a grip there. And there's the full body slam! That's the match ender for this man. 1, 2. Kick out. Yes, yes, wrestling fans. Back in the day, the full body slam was enough to end a match. Matt Classic probably missing those days right now, and I do not blame the man. Irish whip into the far corner after the attempt at the Classic Claw. Fire able to block it. Both men back on the outside. We know now that they will take their time out here if they think that is to their advantage. If you think this is chaotic, just wait until Champions Week when we have the King of Trios tournament. 16 trios will compete in a single elimination.
3 minutes remaining.
One single elimination, 3-night tournament over the course of the Champions Week, and we still also have our Champions Week event covered for the 1, 2 kick out our Champions Week event where all AWL championships must be defended. And yes, that will include the Contenders titles that the Black Tigers are so desperate to keep out of play. 6, we got a special click per view, a supercard event of 6 title matches, and the King of Trios tournament. All to come here in the Animated Wrestling League over the course of Season 24. Am I out of my mind for thinking I can run a King of Trios? Yes, I am. I have never claimed otherwise. 2 minutes and change now. We're going to see a little bit more urgency, I think, from both of these competitors. Oh, face first into that top turnbuckle.
2 minutes left.
And Fire Ant building up the speed with the knee lift right into the face. Going up top. And double stomp! The Ant's Revenge, the double stomp to the human. 1, 2. Good grief, this guy's like 100 years old. How the hell is he still wrestling? Let alone kicking out of stuff like this. It's gonna have to be the big gun's gonna have to be the beach break. Satsuwaza. Beach break! 1, 2, 3. Good night. Up. Yep, Fire Ant burning down the house, but it was the beach break that did the deed. Boom, just like that.
Who's your winner? Fire Ant!
The number 100 escapes Mack Classic tonight, a victory for the Flame of the Spirit of Ninja! Massive stakes here. If Lady Frost wins this match for her tag team partner, we will have our first Canadian Championship match of the season.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. And a Canadian National Championship opportunity is on the line. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from Imperial Iceland, accompanied by the 2 Toronto stars, Amy Wade. She is the queen of murder gymnastics, Lady Frost.
Lady Frost, as Canada is frozen in the icy blast of winter's death grip. Lady Frost looks to slay a tiger empowered by the wolves of the north. I know we're all sick of seeing the Black Tigers, but right now they've got all the power and all the belts.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from the Black Tiger Dojo, accompanied by Black Tiger Queen. She is one half of the reigning and roughly Joshi Tag Team Champions. And the reigning and Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion. And the reigning and Wrestling League Canadian National Champion. Black Tiger.
And interesting that the one belt she's not wearing tonight, because for some ungodly reason we still don't have 3-belt champion animations. The one belt she's not wearing is the one that will be on the line if Lady Frost wins this match as the Canadian National Championship, holding up the other Contenders title, pushing the rules of the brand extension to their breaking point. In fact, I would argue that the Black Tigers have, in a very real sense, broken the AWL. Bang of the gong, the match is on, up, down, into a backstabber from a backstabber from the Black Tiger. Boy, not surprised there. Now, I will say, as much as I'm talking up Lady Frost, skilled wrestler, world traveled, Chikara, Ring of Honor, All Elite Wrestling, wrestling in Stardom, I believe, Japan, Tokyo Joshi Pro as well. CMLL, Lady Frost, this is still an underdog's position for her. 5-5, this is her 11th AWL match. She has won as many as she has lost. On the other side of it, Black Tigress, 32-5, ratio of plus 27. So this will still be a massive upset if Lady Frost is able to pull off a victory here. Over the top rope, down to the floor goes the Queen of Murder Gymnastics, the ice-cold Lady Frost. Coming back over the top rope, and flying assassino, I think we'll call that. Springboard, and didn't realize her opponent was nowhere there. That is a problem. Anytime you do a springboard move, frequently you are turning your back to your opponent. Oh! And it's a shot you don't see coming that might just knock you out. Amy Wade called out Black Tigress. Amy Wade said that she would set aside her position in the AWL Best 4. She is currently ranked at number 2, which means if Amy Wade's partner, her tag team partner in the Great White North Tag Team, is victorious here, that will remove Amy Wade from that rank, and the title match will happen for the Canadian National Championship. Of course, Amy Wade, a former AWL Canadian National Champion, looking to regain the gold for the True North, strong and free. Couple of hard forearm-based lariats there, and a great sweep of the leg. And incidentally, that would elevate both Dragoness and Majiku 2 in the rankings to be the next challenger for the Black Tiger Queen, who is at ringside. And the whole point of Black Tigress monopolizing these Canadian National Championships, snowball fight, she calls that. I might be looking for the big temperature drop. Hey, if Canada cannot handle that, we do have warming stations set up out in the concourse. Oh, wait a minute, the referee distracted. 1, 2, and give the assist to Black Tiger Queen. That should have been 3. Absolutely should have been 3. But you know what? I have hope. And let's see what the lady who's wrestled in Mexico can do. Up, down, oh! Luckily able to spread her body weight out on the impact on the floor to spread out as much of the damage, but that is still going to hurt. Oh, God. Brainbuster into the knee pad. And another flying hip attack. I will not call it a funky weapon. And Lady Frost has been doing her job here. And there we go. She has a history of gymnastics. And now it's Lady Frost getting distracted by Black Tigress. The referee needs to start doing something about this. Hopefully, now maybe... Oh, wait a minute! Springboard cutter. Black Tigress cutter. Hopefully in 2K25, we'll be able to have a referee that can actually eject people from ringside. Elbow strike into the midsection, elbow drop as well. Both women jockeying for position here. Sling blade! And a great transition into the drop kick, and it's those in-betweens. In between the moves, that's when you know if somebody is a great professional wrestler or has greatness within them, even if it hasn't completely come out. Oh, come on. Black Tiger's cutting the lights here. That's not magic. That's having a minion in the back. We've got some wrestlers that can do that shadow walking trick. Got quite a few of them, actually. So what do we have here? Oh, no, no, no. Oh, over the top rope, down to the floor, the distraction by Black Tiger Queen with that steel chair.
5 remain.
And remember, in the event of a push, nobody wins. That means there will be no Canadian National Championship match. But to be fair, Amy Wade's position in the best 4 would still be secure. The Black Tigers monopolizing the Contenders Championship, vowing to not defend them unless forced. Black Tigress Goraiba! Because they would never ever want to see them cashed in on their own queen. That's right, that's what this is, folks. Women's wrestling. Oh dear. And we still have our main event trios, the Augment, presumably the debut of a new Augment later tonight, a new project from Dr. Jigoku to complete his team for the King of Trios tournament. This year, unfortunately, the Tokyo Athletic Commission insisting that it be an all-male tournament next year. There are bills before the relevant committees to hopefully reinstate intergender wrestling. We hope in the next few months that will be possible. But right now, we've got a Canadian National Championship match. The Wolves howling in victory, letting the pack know the prey has been taken down. There's that temperature drop and the snap and super kick. Listen to that. Boom! Right there. Hits perfectly with the music. Lady Frost picking up a massive win for her friend and tag team partner Amy Wade. And with that, I hit the delete button. Amy Wade is out of the best four. Amy Wade out of the best four. Next week, we will have the Canadian National Championship match. I have no idea what Dr. Jigoku has planned, but I think we're all about to find out.
The following contest is a trios match, scheduled for one fall introducing first, making their winner ring from cyberspace. They are the flyest trio in the galaxy, Razorhawk, Thunderhawk, Xyberhawx, whatever they are, the Xyberhawx.
The Xyberhawks walking into a bit of an unknown here. They know they're facing super heavyweights Jigoku Destroy and Project Tetsu 3.0, but this mysterious third Augment, because, I mean, it's not possible Dr. Jigoku's going to wrestle. He is a squishy little scientist human. That's not a thing. So, a brand new Augment set to debut. So not only is this a mismatch in terms of size and power, this is dangerous in terms of... in terms of the unknown. The X Factor in the experiment. And no, this will not be Sean Waltman making an AWL debut.
And there are the opponents making their moving from the laboratory. The Trios combination of Project Tetsu 3.0, Jigoku Destroy, and... Are you serious? Dr. Jigoku.
What?
Together they are the Augments. I don't believe it.
Neither do I. Oh, power armor! Oh, I get it now. Well, this will be the AWL in-ring debut for Dr. Jigoku. He has never wrestled a sanctioned match in the Animated Wrestling League. Way back in Season 2, he did have a one-on-one encounter. It was a, if I win this match, I get 5 minutes alone with Dr. Jigoku. He did have a one-on-one match, you're not going to believe this, with Curry Man. Hot, spicy, tasted great. Now, unfortunately, retired. But other than that, he hasn't seen the inside of the ring in like 20 seasons. Subite, Jigoku Hakase no Tameni, all for Dr. Jigoku. We're starting off with the most experienced member of the team, Xyberhawx, up against Project Tetsu 3.0, and this is going to be a mismatch. Now, I realize the style of professional wrestling has grown beyond weight classes in a lot of people's thinking, my own included, but, yeah, I don't know about this one. Xyberhawx getting thrown a good 10 feet in the air, coming down right on the mask, right in the front of the mask. Happy Family Day, everybody. Well, this is basically the superheroes versus the bullies of the Animated Wrestling League. 20-minute time limit in all trios matches. Oh, wait a minute, Dr. Jigoku is legal in an AWL ring for the first time ever, and double big back body drop, and it looked like Jigoku actually did add some of the power there. Claims to be using power armor, and that certainly is not his usual sort of souped-up mad scientist lab coat, and so this is definitely, assuming that is Dr. Jigoku in there, he is, yeah, using the power armor of Dr. Jigoku. Second discus punch, and he is knocking out a trained professional wrestler, knocking down a trained professional wrestler in one punch. And this is from the manager who has never stepped foot in the ring before. He is a contracted talent to the AWL, which means he does have an AWL win-loss record, and his win-loss record is, let me just double check here, oh right, 0-0. He's never had a match. 20 count on the outside, as always. Now, come King of Trios, we will have time limits in all but the finals, with a rule that double elimination will occur in the event of a time limit draw. Deadlift here. There was a tag made, I should say, not only to Xyberhawx, but to Jigoku Destroy, another member of the 100 win club. In fact, more wins than anyone else in the history of the company. 141 wins. I am not kidding you. 141 wins to only 86 losses, ratio of plus 55. More wins than anyone else who has ever stepped foot in those ropes. Halfway through the count now. The 17 minutes and change left on the clock. Jigoku Destroy, he wants the match back in the ring. That is the command from Dr. Jigoku. He's the one in charge of this whole thing. And that Xyberhawx, throwing himself fist first into danger, brings in the newest member of the team, Thunderhawk, with a beautiful takedown, single leg takedown. Going after the lower limbs of the giant. That's actually a really smart idea. If you're facing somebody bigger than you in a wrestling ring, go for the knees, go for the legs, go for the ankles. Try to get them off their feet just like Thunderhawk did there and keep them there, because everyone's the same height when they're flat on the back. Takedown. Tag is made. In comes Xyberhawx and another single leg, and the Xyberhawx are such a cohesive unit. I think that's going to be their big advantage coming into the King of Trios tournament, because they are such a well-oiled machine. We are seeing a lot of trios that either have never wrestled together before, or have not wrestled together in many, many years, coming together for this tournament. So it will be an interesting challenge. We'll see just how much teamwork it will. Okay, can I say the cliche without getting too much trouble? We are going to see how much teamwork makes the dream work. I feel dirty. Tag made, Project Tetsu, the Iron Project, the Dean of the Active Augments, wasn't exactly the first of Dr. Jigoku's creations, but certainly the longest lasting and the one that's had the most upgrades. Irish Whip off the ropes, big boot. And now a quick shot on Thunderhawk, trying to take down all three Xyberhawks simultaneously, but only the Xyberhawk in the red is legal right now.
5 minutes have elapsed, 15 remain.
First time call, and just Dangerhawk cannot get a perch on this guy. Dangerhawk forced to come into enemy territory, gets a cheap shot from Dr. Jigoku, and somewhat surprisingly has acquitted himself well here, goes up and boom, axe handle smash. Dangerhawk fighting him off, but just gets shoved down to the canvas. If these two draw in the first round, these two trios, I think it might be nighty-night for the Xyberhawx. This does not look good. Dangerhawk, he will not give up. He has that fighting spirit. The collar and elbow tie-up. He's trying to drag Project Tetsu back to his corner. You can't play the power game, you can play the territory game. Uh-oh, Fireman's carry position. Dangerhawk trying to fight out of something. Collar and elbow, couple of hard shots. He's looking for a big double stomp, but he misses! He misses the double stomp, spine buster, and the referee is forced to call it. One mistake. That missed stomp into the spine buster. See if you can see that on the replay. There it is. There's the miss. And that was it. The referee with no choice but to call it there.
Here are your winners, the Augments.
Oh, the armor's got a built-in microphone. How nice. Well, yeah, that is as confirmed as it gets, and we are actually going to update our graphic now because here's a quick look at everyone who is in the King of Trios tournament so far. We're going to leave that up on the screen until we have to do the business at the end of the show. Next week, Canadian National Championship defense, first time this season, but for tonight, Contender, Marida.